So, is this the one? The perfect blend of sport and everyday. The 25 Honda CBR 650R is here and I have been living with it. Today we are going deep, and I mean real deep. From the moment I threw a leg over to carving up the roads, this is not just a review, it's my unfiltered experience. So let's get ready. Alright guys, good evening. How are you all? And first of all, thank you so much all of you. We are now a family of 1,000 people, जो कि मैंने कभी imagine नहीं किया था. So I'll take a moment to thank all of you for this thing, for motivating me, supporting me and making me CBR Kavi. So the sun was out on the roads and the roads were calling. It was time to spend some quality time with the star of the show. You know, this issue of getting geared up, it's more than just safety. It's about shifting into that riding mindset. Every buckle, every zipper, it's a part of the experience. Today we are not just taking a quick spin, we are going to truly experience what it's like to live with the 25 CBR 650R. Okay guys, first things first, the startup. That inline 4 sound, even cold, is just so satisfying. Now before we hit the chaotic streets of Ghaziabad, let's take a moment here in the basement. This is where you really get a feel for a bike's balance and low speed manners. See how easily it turns in these tight spaces. And just like that, we are out on the open road. So for the next 8+ minutes, we are going to dive deep into what makes the 25 CBR tick. I am going to tell you my honest thoughts, the things I love, the things that could be better, and whether this bike truly lives up to the hype as Honda's ultimate mid-range offering. This is not a spec sheet read, it's a real world review. So settle in because it's going to be a good ride. Let us start with the aesthetics and how you actually feel on this machine. The CBR refresh is subtle but impactful. I absolutely love the sharper lines, especially around the front. That new headlight design gives it such an aggressive, modern stance. From the saddle, the view over the new tank is fantastic. Ergonomically, Honda has really nailed that balance. For a sport bike, it's surprisingly comfortable. So I am around 5'8", 5'9", and like you can see how easily I was able to reach the bars and the peg position was just about right. I can do 3 hours or around 150 kilometers of traveling without feeling like I need to take a break or have some pain and need to take a physiotherapy session. It's sporty enough to tuck in but relaxed enough for daily commutes and even touring. That's a huge plus for me, especially here in India where diverse road conditions demand versatility. The balance is fantastic, making it surprisingly nimble despite the size. And working about the clutch and throttle here, it's so intuitive. Honda has perfected this. Gear changes are crisp, even at a crawl. It really instills confidence, knowing you can manage it easily even in tricky parking situations. Alright world, so here we come. Now the heart of the CBR 650R, that glorious 649cc inline 4. No major changes to the engine itself for 25, and honestly, why fix what is not broken? This engine is an absolute gem. It's incredibly refined, smooth as butter, and surprisingly tractable at low RPMs. In the city, you don't feel like you are fighting a wild horse. It's docile and easy to manage with precise clutch control. But twisted throttle and the classic Honda inline 4 howl comes alive as the revs climb. There's a strong linear pull right through the mid-range that's perfect for overtakes on the highway. It's not intimidatingly fast, but it's definitely engaging and puts a smile on your face every time. So beyond the core mechanics, the CBR gets some welcome tech upgrades. The new 5-inch CFD display is a massive improvement, crisp, vibrant and packed with information. It's easy to read even in bright sunlight. The controls on the handlebars are intuitive and easy to navigate on the fly. And for those who like connectivity, Honda RoadSync is there for your navigation, communication, music, calls and everything on the go. These modern touches really elevate the experience for me and for everyone. So let's talk about how this bike handles when the roads get interesting. Honda has equipped it with Showa SFFBP forks up front, and honestly the ride quality is superb. It soaks up bumps surprisingly well for a sport bike, making our often imperfect Indian roads much more manageable. But when you lean into a corner, it's incredibly agile and predictable. It holds the line beautifully, gives you confidence, and allows for quick direction changes. It's not a razor sharp track weapon, but it's incredibly capable and fun on the street. The Nissan brakes provide strong, progressive stopping power, giving you that crucial sense of control. This bike just feels planted. Always. So after all these miles, what are the real world pros and cons I have encountered with the CBR? So are you guys excited to know that? And I hope and I think you might be watching for this thing only. So the pros, I'll start first. First is engine refinement. As compared to a bike with such a powerful engine, the engine is smooth and the power is usable most of all. The sound is fantastic and a true Honda inline 4 experience. Second thing is comfort. Seriously, for a sport bike, it's surprisingly comfortable for daily use and longer rides and for traffic as well. Thirdly, build quality. It feels premium, solid. Honda reliability you can expect. Fourth thing is the looks. The 25 styling is a significant improvement, making it look much more modern. And sixth thing is TFT Dash, a much needed upgrade that adds to the modern feel and practicality, and it's also very beautiful and usable. And last but not the least, we have a traction control feature which prevents the rear tire from slipping, and I have been personally finding that very useful for my ride. So that's all I think for the pros. And as we are talking about traction control, so that is also a con, because in all the competitors, for example Kawasaki Z900 or ZX6R or Daytona, you get riding modes, but in this bike you don't get riding modes, you just get a traction control that sometimes cuts power abruptly. And I have also sometimes experienced this, but that was only due to my foolishness, because I was trying to pull the bike above its limit. So that was actually useful, but in case you are really trying to push the bike, so it might hamper the experience, but anyways you can turn it off. Second thing is the weight. At around 210 kg for the non-e-clutch version, it's not the lightest, though it carries its weight well, but still it's not the lightest. And we have bikes which are you can say much more easy to handle on foot, apart from the CBR. And third thing, which is most concerning, is the heat management. I have seen in other bikes from Kawasaki and other competitors that they are really well when it comes to managing the heat. And in the traffic, you really can't ride the CBR if you don't have proper riding boots on. So who is the bike, the CBR 650R, truly for? And I believe it's for the upgrader. If you are coming from a smaller bike and want a significant jump in power and refinement without being overwhelmed, so you can go for the CBR. Second thing is, or second personality that can buy the CBR is the commuter. So it's really well manageable in the city, and I have chosen this clip specifically to mention the same because I was going to office and I just wish to show how easily it could just go through the traffic. The third personality I can think of is the weekend warrior. So the CBR has plenty of power and agility for the spirited rides on your favorite twisties on your weekend. After a hard-working week and all the struggles and stress, this bike is the perfect combination to give you an overwhelming refresh. And as we all know, and most of the people will be from this category, and that is the Honda fan. If you value Honda's legendary reliability, build quality, and that classic inline 4 feel, this is pure bliss and pure Honda for you. It's not a focused track machine, nor is it a sedate cruiser. It lives beautifully in that sweet spot, offering an incredible balance of performance, technology, comfort, and that undeniable inline 4 charm. For me, it truly has become an everyday companion that still thrills on demand. So that is my in-depth real-world review of the 25 Honda CBR 650R. I hope this gave you a true sense of what it's like to own and ride this fantastic motorcycle. What do you think? Are you considering one? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed the ride and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more authentic motorcycle content.